And the spotlight is on the Cardinals' creative quarterback. There were plenty of highlights for him in last week's game. Nearly 500 yards through the air. It's the...
The first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 13 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Remember we were kids and they all said, hey, whatever you want to do, make your kid a left-handed pitcher, make them play baseball, they'll play forever. Forget that. I want a quarterback. All right? That's what I want to raise. In this era where you throw it around like crazy, you put up numbers like he did in his last game.
Last week, almost 500 yards.
Hit the street! Hit the street! Hurt! Hurt!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, smash first, 7 Pirates, 3.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The Cardinals are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those...
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. They'll check this down, complete to Dillon. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. It's taken to the 26. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass straight in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Second down and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Clock running and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Now swing pass for Dillon. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Jack Panda.
Now back to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot. Hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Back to throw again. He'll dump this down to Dillon. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Second and 9 now. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding, offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Seibert's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punt, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact.
Right there, hurt.
Now a play fake here on first down. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On second down, Dillon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They'll come to the line here needing gun now on third down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Seibert able to knock this one through, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Blake. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. The partner, he has carried them in this ballgame throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
They'll try and throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Second and 3.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a handoff up the middle. Bradshaw. And he powers his way up past the 30. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
Got a man. It's Judy, complete. He's going to have the first down and then some.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off, as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Jamar Chase,
40 yards.
And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Well, the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Back to throw now on first down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll just take a seat in the driver to get at the 25-yard line. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Back to throw here.
That's going to be caught by Jeudy.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They're going to look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
No check. 18 rattle. Rig alert.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, You can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just ran on to that big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Pulled in at the 24. A nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Panther 11. Hey, pass.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 2nd and 1. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance, and by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both